Revan's whereabouts are still unknown, having saved the Republic years ago and disappeared with Bastilla. 10 years later, some of the Jedi orders were re-established. The Enclave on Dantooine is something very special. It is the only one run by Grey Jedis. The Grey Jedi believe that there are no forces of good and evil, only the Force itself and those who abuse it. So they try to teach their Padawans mostly balance. Because of this imbalance, many Jedi joined the Sith back then. At least that's what the Grey Jedi believe. 20 years have passed since the events of the Exile and Darth Treya. Our story takes place at this point in time, on the planet Dantooine, and this is where it really starts. You are a young Jedi Padawan who was orphaned by the Jedi at a young age. Because of that, you don't remember your parents anymore. You're not particularly gifted with swordsmanship or the Force, but you're still above average. You are determined and hardworking, and with a little effort and opportunity, you can certainly achieve all your goals. Yesterday was your 19th birthday, so today you slept longer than usual. In the olden days, a Padawan was given his lightsaber by the age of 10-13. But the Grey Jedi felt it was too early and raised the age to 17-20. Much more time is put into training than usual. You slowly wake up and rub your eyes. You're a little excited because the exams start today. Unfortunately, you failed the exam last year. You sit up in your bed and stretch the small muscles in your back. Your eyes catch the sunlight streaming in through the open window as you look around the small, simple room with a bed, a desk, and a bookshelf. There's no sign of your fellow Padawans in the room. They're probably already in training. You get out of bed and go to your closet. You search the closet for your clothes. After a while, you find a simple robe. It's a robe that Padawans normally wear. You change quickly and put on your belt to tie your robe. Then you go to the training room. Master Duxon Vandar and the other young Padawans are already training intensively. You see several Jedi Knights join the Padawans for their own lightsaber training session. Master Duxon is a Twi'lek. He is a kind and positive person, and the one you will report to during your training. He has been training you since your earliest childhood. Master Duxon sees you enter the training hall and says the following.
Hey, sleepyhead. There you are at last. Do you finally want to take part in our training?
You join the training somewhat embarrassed. The group of 3 Jedi Knights stand in the distance, their lightsabers glowing powerfully and their bodies moving in perfect harmony as they practice a combination of martial arts and swordplay. The Padawans fought with practice blades, not like the Jedi Knights who fought with their lightsabers. The practice blades contain faint crystals, but unlike actual lightsabers, these are not designed to kill anyone. The Greys want to minimize injuries during training that way, but for a normal person, it's a deadly like it was before. You stand there for just a moment as you watch in awe as the Jedi executed the awe-inspiring lightsaber forms with perfection, never missing a step. You continue to watch as an intense expression of pride and joy appears on the faces of the knights as they practicing the lightsaber forms. After a little rest, the Padawans and Jedi Knights begin practicing martial arts style, one in which they hit each other without a weapon. It is an old unarmed style that the Akani once used. The training continues. All Padawans and Knights eagerly exchange blows, each trying to outdo the other. Especially the 3 Knights seem to be in a competition with each other. The Knights were able to fight with a supernatural precision that young Jedis could only hope to one day achieve. After a long and intense training session, the training was over. The Padawans were forced to return to their quarters, while the Knights were recalled to the council chamber for their next task. After some time and meditation, the Padawans were summoned back to the council chamber to learn about their next task. All Padawans were briefed by their own master, who told the Padawans of their upcoming test and why it was important to the young Jedi. Master Duxon says,
Your first task is to build your own lightsaber. You already have the knowledge to do this, but you still need a special power crystal. You can find these crystals here on Dantooine in various caves. You will tackle this task in groups of 2. Find yourself a partner. Go now, my young Padawans.
Kem slowly walks towards you. Kem Kotor is a human and also a Padawan, also your oldest friend in the Enclave. He tends to gravitate towards the dark side a little more than other students. Still, Nothing is more important to him than helping others at any cost. Kem comes straight at you.
Hey, sleepyhead. Of course we'll form a group together, right, bro?
You answer in a calm voice, "Of course, brother." After meeting the Jedi Masters, the Padawans return to their quarters and prepare to face the greatest challenge they have faced before, the test of the Crystal Caves. The next day, you immediately go to one of the caves on this planet. The air in the cave was cold and musty, and it was quite dark. The Padawans' eyes were struggling to adjust to the darkness after being out in the sun all day, but the darkness wasn't going to last. But there were also a few footprints on the ground. It seems someone has been here recently. You think, maybe one of the other Padawans? Or maybe a looter? After spending some time in the cave, searching the cave and fighting some Kinrath, you encounter a Rodian. He wears the typical clothes of a raider from the Forksales clan. The Forksales clan is a new organization of mercenaries, assassins, and ex-convicts who have recently defected to Dantooine. They are known to be very bloodthirsty and murderous, and often murder their victims insidiously. They can also be hostile to Jedis, but you don't feel anything bad about this Rodian. You see him putting some of the rare crystals you need in his pocket. The Rodian notices you. He gives you a quick look and says the following.
"Oh, you scared me. Master Jedi, greetings."
Kem doesn't particularly like looters because of his past. Looters killed his parents. So he answers me in a slightly irritated voice.
How the hell did you even get past the Kinraths?
The Rodian replies,
"That remains my little secret, Master."
You also briefly wonder how he did it. Moments later, you see Kem furrow an eyebrow and reply as follows.
Whatever. We desperately need those crystals you just put in your pockets, my friend.
The Rodian responds with a grin on his face.
"Of course, my friend, of course. For 800 credits, I ask you all crystals I found here. There are exactly 4 of them, and I guarantee you won't find any more in this cave."
Kem whispers to you with a wink.
You know he's from the Forksales clan. Maybe we should just get rid of him here and now. Actually, we'd be doing the galaxy a favor.
Kem's not wrong. But then again, we wouldn't be any better because it would be cold-blooded murder to kill him here now. You tried a Jedi mind trick. With a calm voice, you say the following. "Give us the crystals right now and go home." The Rodian quickly presses the button on his belt, and before you know it, he's invisible and gone. Before he disappears, you hear another whisper.
"Your Jedi tricks don't work on me. You will regret that, Jedi."
Kem says the following.
I didn't see that coming. Could have gone better. Well, but at least now we know how he got past the Kinraths. We should search another cave, bro.
After a short time, you both return to the Jedi Enclave. You go to one of the free workbenches and you take out one of the crystals. Kem says,
Build your lightsaber first, then I'll take the leftover crystals, that's okay.
You are both in a trance as you look at the glowing crystal and suddenly different images go through your mind. You can really feel the power of the crystal. You envision yourself in your very own Jedi temple as a mighty Jedi master, acrobatic and gracefully wielding a lightsaber composed of several of these crystals. Kem, on the other hand, sees himself as the leader of a new Jedi order that will herald a new age of peace and justice. Another thought you see suggested that the galaxy was on fire. You startle. After you both have collected your thoughts again, you are excited about the opportunity to finally build your own lightsaber. As agreed, you'll be the first to start building your lightsaber. You assemble your lightsaber like you've done it 1,000 times. After a short time, you are already completely finished and look down at your work. You turn on your lightsaber to test it and hear its distinctive sound, which somehow calms you down. You are very satisfied. Everything seems to be installed and working perfectly. You should speak to Master Duxon again now. You go up to Master Duxon and show him the lightsaber. Master Duxon says the following while taking a closer look at your lightsaber.
Oh, I see you managed to build your first lightsaber. Very good, young Padawan. This completes your first exam. There are only 2 exams left, the theoretical and practical exam. You should speak to Master Jolie next about the theory test. You should speak to Master Mitra about the practical examination. Good luck, young Padawan. May the Force be with you.
You go to Master Jolie immediately. Jolie Bindo is a male human Jedi who served the Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic during the Great Sith War. Having participated in several Rimworld missions, Bindo fought against Exar Kun and went into self-imposed exile on Kashyyyk soon afterwards. Near the close of the Jedi Civil War, he joined Revan against Darth Malak and the Sith Empire. It was his idea to rebuild the Order here on Dantooine. He will ask you some questions about the Jedi Code, but it's easy for you to answer all of his questions correctly. Master Jolee smiles, because he is pleased that you have actually understood the code correctly. He then repeats the Grey Jedi Code again.
Flowing through all, there is balance. There is no peace without a passion to create. There is no passion without peace to guide. Knowledge fades without the strength to act. Power blinds without the serenity to see. There is freedom in life. There is purpose in death. The Force is all things, and I am the Force. Very well, young Padawan. You have passed the test. May the Force be with you.
Now it's time for the practical combat test. You're not the best at martial arts, but you're solid. You go to Master Mitra Varen. She is a Twi'lek with smooth purple skin and a perfectly trained body. She is one of the most skilled swordsmen Jedi of this generation. She wears a long black ponytail and has remarkably gorgeous green eyes, and stands before you with the elegance and grace of a queen. You greet the master with a slightly cheeky smile because you can't wait to start the final exam. Plus, you can't wait to try your lightsaber in a fight. She also looks at you with a smile and says,
"Greetings, Padawan. I see you can't wait to try out your new weapons. Very well, then draw your lightsaber, young student, and show me what you've got."
You draw your lightsaber and charge towards Master Mitra. She smoothly dodges each of your sword blows effortlessly, as if she anticipates your every step. You struggle a little more before she says in a loud but calm voice,
"That is enough." Well, that wasn't bad. So you seem to have mastered the basic forms of sword fighting. You've passed the test. Congratulations, young Jedi Knight. From this day on, you are no longer a Padawan.
You are very happy that you finally passed the test after you failed last year because you couldn't find any more crystals. You see Kem coming towards you. He says,
"Hey bro, I just heard that you passed the test. I congratulate you. I'm really happy for you. We'll talk later. I have to concentrate on the exam now. See you later."
This was the first chapter of Knights of the Old Republic 3, The Grey Jedi. I hope you liked the story. There will be a new chapter every month from now on. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm Kira, by the way. So curious? And next time it's about a treacherous murder. See ya. May the Force be with you.